Hi everyone, it's Jacinta from Tonic and welcome to another Pilates flow. Today we're focusing primarily on our abdominals and particularly those lowest abdominals as requested by you guys in the comments below. So I'm here to deliver, I've been listening. We are going to use a yoga block if you have one today, or please substitute with a small cushion. You'll need something for a little bit of a smush between the knees to activate the core, and we're also using it for a little bit of instability and some exercises to again challenge the core even more. Now, naturally, as we move through our class, there will be mobility threaded through so that we can really activate all angles of our core. And then also I've programmed some long lever exercises using the arms and legs to really focus in on the core with that challenge of some weight distributed away from the center. So you'll have a nice complete workout. You'll get a little bit of booty in there just coming through with those long lever exercises. So yoga block can just come with you. You're gonna lay onto one side here. I'll come onto the left side. You'll come all the way down. Block will come behind you, about the base of your spine here. And from here, you're just gonna cradle your head, bringing the elbows forward so you're stacked. So hips and shoulders are stacked here. Now this block, the idea is to think about it as a bit of a tactile feedback. Your abs are going to draw back towards the block so that we get our core activated. Taking a breath in, start to open that elbow up to the sky, the top one, and we rotate it up and back behind you, taking your gaze to follow. You'll feel a beautiful deep stretch through your spine. Use now an exhale as you draw the abs towards your block, so navel in and up. Now continue that exhale as we lift the head and shoulders off the floor, sliding your rib towards that hip line here, and then lower all the way back down, and then spiral back to restack shoulders and hips. So again, breathing in, begin to fan the top elbow back as far as possible, really opening up through the thoracic spine. Use an exhale, belly button drawing in and up towards your heart, and then breathing out, continue as you lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Keep your head weighted into the hands, lowering all the way back down and then folding back over. We just take one more here. Challenge on your range now. How much can we fan that top elbow back? Enjoy that stretch. Again, breathe out, flattening the tummy. Continue to breathe out as we peel up. Now hold it here. Little pulses at the top here for 8. Little short, sharp exhales each time you lift for 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Collect that block and just pop it in front of you. Extend your top leg. Use your exhale as you push into that block, and then bring this bottom hand down to the mat for a nice twist here. Really take that twist, and we're just going to take one more here so we can enjoy it even more. Rolling all the way down, fan that top elbow, it's a little quicker. We fold it forward, hand presses onto that block, twist, extending that top leg and hold here, taking your gaze forward. Really nice. We're gonna come all the way down and you'll roll onto the other side. So we'll complete everything on the second side. The block will stay behind you. And again, it's our feedback for drawing our abs back into it. So I'm gonna be facing away from you, which will give you a different angle to be able to see what's happening as well through the spine, which will be nice. We use your inhale to fan the top elbow, fan it up and back as far as possible. Draw an exhale out through pursed lips. Head and shoulders lift up off the mat as we crunch up. Slowly lowering back down, and then return back to stack the hips and shoulders. And again, fanning open. Breathe in, take your gaze to follow. Draw out through pursed lips. Use the block to print your spine into it. Use your exhale to continue to lift up and lower. One more here. Return back to starting point. Fan open, twist the upper spine as much as possible now. Exhale, breath. Curl up, hold it here, and it's those little pulses at the top, lowering an inch and sliding your rib towards your hip here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down, collecting that block, pop it in front of you. Hand goes on that block, extend your top leg to the floor. Use your next exhale to press yourself up and twist open through the heart to face the top of your mat. And then slowly coming back down, cradle the head, fan it open. It's a little quicker. Rotate back through, hand finds the block, extend the leg, pressing through all the way. See how much twist we can get here now. Wring it out like a wet rag, our spine is, and get every drop of water. Alrighty, return back to face the mat here now. Sweep those knees to face down. And we're gonna bring the block now between your knees or thighs or cushion, whatever you're using. From here, taking your hands directly underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under. Now let your tummy just be soft, let it go. Let it just naturally breathe in, fill it up with air. Use your exhale to draw the navel to spine. You'll feel a flattening like a corset pulling tight through the back. Now keep that corset pulling tight. We hover the knees up off the mat and we're lifting up and down just for a little pulse here. So keep wrapping through the abs. You can continue to breathe in, but keep your abs wrapping in. We take the breath to the sides of your rib cage. So each time you exhale, you wrap in a little deeper. We're gonna rest in 3, 2, and 1. Tap your knees down, rest. Let the belly just do its thing, let it go. Breathe in through the nose, use your exhale. Drawing your abs up away from the floor. Feel that support. Tucking the toes, hover the knees, hold that wrapping in, like glad wrap around your waist. Draw it in. Breathe through the ribs when you need to, and then every exhale, we're pulsing. Every exhale, we keep wrapping in a little tighter. Pulsing through those hips up and down. Spread the fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap the knees down. Take the yoga block to the top of your mat. Send your knees wide and sink into a child's pose here. Filling up with air, your belly is soft. And breathing out, release the chest so it melts to the mat. Okay, from here, we don't need the block just for this particular exercise. You're gonna come onto your back here. This is for our bent knee fallouts, and we gradually start to build the intensity. So let's start off with a little bit of our basics. And I promise you, this is where we need to be to feel our core. Use an exhale here to float the legs to tabletop one at a time. Fingertips or hands can come onto the front of those bony parts at the front, the ASIS. Shins parallel to the sky. Breathe in, and on your exhale, use your left knee to open out to the side. As far as you can, stay for the inhale, and then exhale as we sweep it back through to tabletop. And then inhale, breath, open the other knee out, and exhale to come back through. So the breathing is inhale to open the knee, keeping those hip bones pointing straight up. Use your exhale to wrap it back through to center. So keep going as we open one knee here. Pay attention to what's happening to the other side. Keep that hip bone melting heavy into the mat. Keep breathing out every time we return back to center. Inhale, open. Breathe out, return. Waving the leg open. Exhale back in. We'll do one more on each side. If you prefer to have the hands on the floor, please do so. I like to keep it there. We want to feel that transverse abdominis popping up a little bit underneath those fingertips as you exhale. One more on the other side. And return back through to tabletop. Lower the feet down towards the floor and tick-tock your knees off from side to side. Good, so we've got the transverse abdominis to the party here now. Grab your block, and here is where the fun's gonna begin. So popping the block between the knees and thighs, I've got it lengthways, and we're gonna take the legs to tabletop here now. So back to shins parallel to the sky. Hands cradling the neck behind you. We're gonna curl ourselves up as we exhale and just twist to the left side. So on a diagonal line from your shoulder to your hip, you're on that little twist. Now from here, as you lower your head back to the floor, simultaneously we tap the feet towards the ground. As far as you can, use your exhale now to curl back up onto that diagonal to the right side. So find your oblique curl, holding strong at the top. Breathe in, return and melt the head, simultaneously tapping the toes towards the floor. Breathing out, we twist towards one side here. We want to keep this tempo quite slow. Tapping down as far as you can before you start arching your back. So maybe it's all the way. Breathe out, twist over to the side. You'll feel the shakes. Nice and slowly. I want you to keep your pelvis heavy into the mat, and don't think about squishing your abs down really heavy. We want a small gap in the lower spine. So curl up and twist to one side. Inhale to tap, rest the head, breathe out. Keep going here. So all that mobility we did at the start of the class, here's your moment to really wring out that spine. See how much chest lift we can get, keeping one shoulder on the floor, keep the elbows wide. This should feel very deep through the abs when we're doing it slow and controlled and purposeful. Good. Remember, your range can just be small down and that small lift up. So please choose wherever you are. If it gets too much, you can pop your feet down and just lower and lift on that diagonal here. We're just keeping this up for another 15 seconds. One more on each side we have time for. Curl it up. You're doing so well. Give me one last one. Woo. And then rest the feet to the floor. Collect your block. We're gonna take the legs to tabletop one at a time and press the block lengthways to your shins, to your knees rather. And like stop signs, we have our hands on the top of the block here. Use your exhale and curl up. Flattening through the tummy, draw the pubic bone in and up. We're gonna lower the head as we extend the leg. So here, and then breathe out, press into the block, and extend the leg, rest the head. Breathe out, push into the block with your hands and with your knees. Extend the leg, lower the head. Pull it in. Extend the leg and rest the head. Pull it in. Well done, this is deep, it is strong. You are working hard. You are actually creating the work for you. So do press into the block hard. So I'm pushing my hands in, I'm pulling the knees towards me to create the resistance I need. Really nice. Let's take one more on each side here now. So crunch up. We'll do it together. Breathe in, extend the leg, lower the head and shoulders. Breathe out, crunch up, push into the block. Empty all that breath out. And then inhale, extend the leg, lower. And breathe out one more time. We curl up, press, press, press. Empty all of that breath. and lower all the way down. Block comes between the knees lengthways, arms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Use your exhale as you tuck your chin to chest, grab onto the back of those thighs. You're gonna roll yourself all the way up to sit up tall. Beautiful work. From here, reach those arms long, and we're just gonna take 2 more here, printing your spine down, bone by bone by bone. Arms up to the sky. Breathe in, sweep them forward. Use your exhale, hands or no hands. We roll all the way up, sitting tall up out of the hips. And then last time, slowly rolling down, coming through that C curve, vertebrae by vertebrae, arms to the sky. Breathe in, arms forward, exhale, roll yourself all the way up. You're gonna collect that block here now. Keep your knees where they are and hold on to the ends of that block. Moving into our C curve, so roll back halfway. Draw the ribs down towards your hips. Keep open through the collarbones. We take a little twist from one side, slowly through the middle to the other side, meeting back in the middle here, and roll yourself down to just tap your shoulders. Tuck your chin to chest, curl back up, reaching through the arms to C curve. We take that rotation from one side to center, the other side to center, peeling down, shoulder blades tap, and then we must peel back up and hold. Keep going here. If you'd like to progress on that roll down, you can follow along here. We'll keep the legs squeezed together, lower down through the shoulders, extend the legs, and then snap it back up, rest the feet. One Russian twist. Roll down or progressing by extending the legs, tracing the block up your thighs, and then trace the block back up to your knees, rest the feet. Roll down, down, down. Extend, draw the abs deepen down, pull it back up. We'll take one more here. Really nice. Pop your block to the side here. Fan your knees out to the side, let them flutter, and just hold on to those toes. Take a deep breath in and find stillness as you exhale. Amazing. We're going to flip over to find a plank here now, bringing that block with you. And we'll place the hands either side of that block here. Come forward into a half plank first, shifting your hips forward. Create a long line from your head all the way to your knees, and then drawing up through the abs here. So my ribs are to hips. And then from here, tucking your toes under. Your knees can be apart just a little bit, the hip distance. Keep your gaze slightly forward so the back of the neck stays long. Push into the block, zip up through the core, and lift your knees up to find a full plank here. Squeezing the glutes, puffing the chest up away from the block, and then slowly, slowly return the knees back down onto the mat without shifting anything from your hips upwards. Breathe out, hover your knees, stretch your heels to the back of your yoga mat, your head to the top of the yoga mat, pushing down and lifting up out of the shoulders, slowly tapping the knees back down onto the floor. Next, exhale, hover the knees, find your plank. It's strong. Hold, hold, hold. And then tapping your knees back down nice and slowly. We'll take one more here. Let the tummy be soft. Use an exhale. Ribs to hips. Hover the knees and hold your plank now. Pressing down into that block. We're going to take your right knee to your left elbow. Step back through to your plank, and then left knee, right elbow, step back through to plank. We need to pipe between each one here. So lifting your hips, and then shifting your weight forward. So knee to elbow across the body. Back to your strong plank you set up. Other side. And down dog rather, pike, pike, pike. Beautiful, one more on each side. Nice work. Park your hips and just take your hands to the mat here to deepen the stretch. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Good. Slowly lower those knees down to the floor. You're in a 4-point kneel here. Drop your chest, take your gaze forward. And then round your spine, lift your chest up. Moving through a couple of cat-cows now. And then we have our second series coming up. This is where we're creating a little bit of instability to challenge our awareness through the core. Take your chest down one more time, gaze looks up. And then one more time we round through the spine into our cat stretch. Okay, grab your block, pop it underneath your left knee for me. Hands will stay onto the mat here. And then keep your gaze down, hands underneath the shoulders. All right, from here, we're gonna take it into a tiger curl. Sorry, my hand's a bit slippery right now, it's sweaty. We're extending your right leg long. Before we begin, tuck your left toes, so the same toes to the block. Use your abs to draw in and find a nice neutral spine from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. And then from here, I want you to now bend your right knee. So the leg that's long is coming in underneath you, round your spine and curl it in. And extend your leg long and hold. Squeeze the glute. Bring your weight forward as you bend into your elbows. So you're aiming to bring your nose to the mat. Big exhale, press to return back to that 3-point kneel. So tiger curl in, round your spine. Scoop the abs in and up, up, up. Extend the right leg long and hold. Send your weight forward as you pull the elbows to wrap into the side line of your waist. Push the mat away. And again, we've got 3 more. Curl it in. Extend the leg long. And dip down. Breathe out, press up. Great work. Let's take it 2 more. Pull it in. Reach the toes back. Squeeze the glute. Take it to that tricep press. Abs wrap, wrap, wrap in. We've got 1 more curl. Bring it in. Holding the leg long. Last tricep dip. Press the mat away. And then from here, take your left elbow wide, hand behind your head. Drop your knee down so it's just underneath you. We're gonna take it into a fire hydrant. Pull the elbow to the floor. We open the knee and the elbow back out and wave it back down to tap the block. We've got 5. We open out and lower. 4. Fanning the elbow as we open the knee. 3. 2. Core drawing in. And last 1. Hold it there, drop onto your elbow. So we're taking a bit of pressure out of this right hand now. Well done. Extend your right leg long. We're gonna finish with little circles here. So keeping the leg long, create small circles the size of a grapefruit perhaps. And switch directions with the circles. Shift your weight back towards the block so you're not leaning too far forward. Pull yourself back. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's just return those knees to the mat, sitting onto your heels, and just take a little rock from side to side here. And then let's roll out through the wrists And then setting up for the second side. So block goes underneath the right knee here now. Hands come down, tuck your right toes. So knee underneath your hip, toes are tucked. You're extending your left leg long here. All right, from here, tiger curl. Pull the knee in, round your spine, zipping the core up. So it's like really pulling in and compressing. We extend the leg long. Shift your weight forward now, bringing your nose to tap to the top of your mat, keeping the elbows pulled in, press away. Breathe out. Curl. Breathe in, extend the leg. And lower. 3 more to go. And time for one more. Finding that neutral spine as we dip down. Press all the way up. And then can you take your right hand behind the back of your head? Press the back of the head into your hand. Lower your knee towards the block. And we take the elbow down. So you're here. We fan the elbow and knee out to the side. Squeeze it open. And then bring it back in. Open it out. So good. It's like our bent knee press, but in a much more difficult setup. So you've got this. We primed our body for it. Stay focused. This is your last one. Hold the leg there. Return the hand to the floor. Extend the leg. Drop onto your right elbow. That feels good. And then just those little circles through that long leg here. Little controlled circles. Squeezing through the side butt. And switch directions. Zip the core in. The movement is initiated from your center, lengthening through the toes for 3, 2, and 1. Return the knees to the mat here. Bring your block to the top of the mat for a stretch. So we'll take it to a puppy pose. Knees are going wide and just sinking your chest to melt to the floor. Taking a big nourishing breath in through the nose. And finding that softness as we drop the heart to the mat. 2 more here. You might like to take that inhale and lift up a little through the chest to really surrender and commit as you exhale, melt down, down, down. 1 more, breathe in. Floating perhaps. And then grounding to the mat as you breathe out. Hold it there, shifting your weight from side to side. Feeling that nice shoulder stretch. And then let go of the block and slowly walk your hands in towards your knees. Coming to an upright kneeling position here. And we're gonna hold it here for a camel stretch. So I'll just slide forward for you. Take your left hand behind you, press your hips forward and sweep that top arm up for a big, deep ab stretch. Slowly, slowly coming back down. Right hand finds the floor behind you, sweeping the hips forward. Squeezing the butt to press and open. And we'll enjoy 1 more on each side. So deepen it here. How far up can we take our gaze to the back? Slowly melting down and rotating to the other side. And then slowly coming through, we'll meet in a cross-legged position and we'll hold onto the yoga block and let's open the yoga block up to the sky. So we're here taking a little side bend over. So the block will just add a little bit more of a challenge to pull down through that left hip, but reach up with that block. Return the block to the mat here now. Hand or elbow comes onto the block as we sweep that free hand up and over. You can just mirror me. And we'll just do one more here. So collecting that block, reach that arm up, up, up. Ground through that hip bone. And returning to the mat, hand or onto your elbow for that side lean over. And we'll take it to the other side. So swap the block into the other hand here, even through both hip bones. Big breath in, reach, reach, reach. Return the block to the mat, hand or elbow. Sweep that free hand up and over. And one more here, really indulge in that side stretch as much as possible. And last time, taking it to the mat, reaching up and over. And return back to center. Both arms are sweeping up as we take a breath in. Take your eyes to look up to connect at the top. Spread your fingers wide, and on your next exhale, slide the hands to heart, bowing your head down and thanking yourselves for working strong today and giving yourself that gratitude that you deserve for committing to practice today. Well done, guys. I really loved your request today to hit those abdominals and deep abs particularly. So do bring those requests to me in the comments section down below. I do read all of your comments and I slowly get back to replying to you. They really help me guide you in what you need, so I do listen. I'd love to quickly shout out to my incredible members here who have supported my channel by joining my membership tier through YouTube, and that button to join is just below. There's a join button, and that's a way to support my channel, and you can get a little shout out. Your name is here on the screen. So yeah, really enjoy hanging out with you guys in the comments, so do keep chatting to me there. My name is Jacinta from Tonic, and I look forward to working out with you again really soon. Take care of your bodies. Make sure to drink lots of water after today's class and eat a balanced, high protein and carbon fat meal as well. And I'll see you soon. Mwah.